Thanks a lot, Raina. Let's get back to the breaking news, which is what happened to an American family in Mexico. 2 of the 4 missing Americans who were violently kidnapped Friday in Mexico have been found dead. The 2 other Americans in that group are reported to have lived through this. A Mexican official says one of the survivors was wounded. However, the other was unharmed. According to the FBI, these Americans were targeted by mistake. It was mistaken identity. They were not the intended victims. The group had just driven for medical care. They went from Texas to northeastern Mexico. When they came under fire, the attackers forced them into another vehicle and drove away with them. An innocent Mexican bystander was also killed in this encounter.
Well, the U.S. State Department is reminding Americans that they've issued their highest level of warning against traveling to parts of Mexico. In fact, we have Emma Lambert with a closer look at why.
The travel advisory for Tamaulipas State remains at level 4. Do not travel. We encourage Americans to heed that advice.
The State Department renewing a warning for Americans considering travel to Mexico, saying travelers should either not travel to, reconsider, or use increased caution in almost the entire country. Authorities hammering down the point that, quote, violent crimes such as homicide, kidnapping, carjacking, and robbery is widespread and common in Mexico. In 30 of 32 Mexican states, there is some kind of travel advisory for U.S. citizens, with 6 states, including Sinaloa, the home of the massive drug cartel named after the state, posting do not travel warnings. Another state on the do not travel list, Tamaulipas, where unknown gunmen captured 4 Americans on Friday. The U.S. ambassador confirming Monday the violence included the killing of an innocent Mexican. The State Department attributes the do not travel advisories to crime and kidnapping, issues News Nation explored in an investigation last month.
Maybe it's time for us, the people, to do something about it and send a message to the Mexican government, send a message to the cartel that, we've had enough. And we're not going to Mexico until you guys get your house in order.
Beyond the Matamoros kidnapping, one of the most startling examples of exploding violence broke out after Mexican officials captured El Chapo's son and Sinaloa cartel leader Ovidio Guzman in January. The aftermath turned the city of Culiacan into a war zone with 30 dead from firefights between the cartel and Mexican troops. Cartel fighters even shooting military aircraft in a failed effort to keep authorities from flying Guzman out of the state.